The committee was tasked with the responsibility of handing over the assets. The county may lose some parcel of land. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe if there are any follow-up questions from members on this, because it has two distinct elements. There's an issue of motor vehicles and there's an issue of land. And I think on the land, we'll probably link it to our earlier conversation on leases. I think we had, in our brief, we had a conversation around leases, which will demonstrate maybe the situation in Nakuru. So, honorable members, because for motor vehicles, really, Governor, this 798 total fleet, if 488 were inherited from defunct local authorities, are they still serviceable? Because that means that at minimum they are 13 years.
Some are, as we still use them, but some are not. But I'll have Mr. Mugoi, the assets accountant.
I don't want us to spend too much time on this because there are bigger things.
That's
and
fine.
Secondly, in your insurance for motor vehicles, have you insured all of them?
The ones that are operable. So the ones that are not, we have not. The ones that don't move, we have not.
Right? So, Auditor, one thing you could help us with in this audit is that these 798 vehicles, how many of them are serviceable? How many, because we have seen cases where counties take out insurance for vehicles that are unserviceable. You could do that for us in the current year audit, so that we see the value of this 798, so that even when you're insisting on logbooks, it should be logbooks for useful assets, rather than just insisting on logbooks for a vehicle that is lying on stones in a garage somewhere. Maybe that could add further value to this particular matter. You could advise us on that and confirm to us whether the insurance cover is applies to all the vehicles, and we find out whether they're taking comprehensive insurance for unserviceable vehicles, as we have seen in some other counties.
And perhaps, Chair, the Auditor General should also help these entities. Like, if a car has been grounded all these years, Chair, why does it have to be appearing as an asset of a county? What are they supposed to do with all these grounded vehicles?
And then maybe also,
Senator
maybe also to add on that, then if at all the vehicles were transferred from the previous government, maybe the auditor and the High Excellency Governor, how long does it take? Because it's now 4 years down the line. We only remain 1 year. So I think that should also be clear. How long does one take to transfer assets from the previous government to the current government?
Okay. Senator Cherargei, Governor, just take note of the question.
Out of curiosity to the Governor, I've seen this next year, 2 to 3. A number of vehicles are grounded, others are operational, others are banned. And then others, there is no Governor indication. You have said you have assets person here. There is no indication whether it's banned, is it operational, is grounded, and all of them are no. So this Governor that has no indication whether operational or not, what is their status? And then finally, since you run assets register for the assets and plant machinery of the county, finally, what is the process? I think the Public Procurement and Disposal Act allows you to dispose a number of these assets which are grounded. Either you auction them, you sell them, then you can be able to acquire more, because the net effect, if these are not operational due to the jar, most are grounded, you will end up leasing, which means your lease will be expensive in terms of running cost of accounting. So what is the disposal mechanism, Governor, that you are put in place to ensure that are grounded, they can be disposed of, so that you are able to get value for money and also get other vehicles to operate? So Chair, that is what I wanted my 3 concerns.
Okay, Senator Wambua.
2 issues, Chair. One is just for neatness, Governor. Perhaps maybe I don't know that it's captured somewhere. But when you talk about 245 vehicles and motorcycles. I saw another reference, 488 vehicles.